The Finnish authorities have every right to take him to court, to answer to the charges against him, and that is perfect. That is due diligence. And afterwards, don't forget the CJEU, the Criminal Justice of the European Union, also have a right under the European human rights to also test if he is suitable to be extradited to Nigeria based on one, the charges against him, and number two, the fundamentals, because he has to defend himself in a court of law. You cannot just bring charges without him answering in response to the reasons why he's inciting violence, to the fundamentals why he thinks there's a reason for him to request for self-determination for the people of Biafra. The Criminal Court of Justice of the European Union has to check if they believe in self-determination. They have to check if they believe in human rights abuses, because bringing that man to Nigeria is a great idea, but I'm not sure that the Chief of Defense Staff should go home and relax and sleep, because they have to consider the human rights records in Nigeria as a country. Obviously, we are all Nigerians. We know our human rights records. There is nothing to boast about. And in instances like people that have disappeared in Nigeria, off my head, Daddy Yatta is still being looked for. Nobody has seen him for years. The people that participated in the so-called NSAS protest, many of them, after the panel, no human rights justice for them. The people that were involved in the End Bad Governance protest, no human rights for them. Even last week, we saw the human abuse of a couple by an army general. Up to today, we are still hearing. Or about politicians who believe they can buy the justice system in Nigeria, or politicians who believe they can buy vehicles, build houses for justices. So obviously, we have to understand that Simon Ekpa has to answer to his charges against him. I think that's due diligence to do, and I support that. However, we have to also ask ourselves, can the Finnish authorities, if they want to copy what we do in Nigeria, example, Simon Ekpa is a politician in Finland today. He joined politics in 2017 and is a member of the National Coalition Party, the ruling party in Finland today. They won their national elections in February this year, and they have a president of the country.
Now, the arrest of Simon Ekpa is no longer in news. It has been trending. Now, the biggest question now is, will Simon Ekpa be extradited down to Nigeria? Will he be brought down to Nigeria? That is the biggest question everybody is asking, and the biggest question everybody is waiting for the answer. Yes, there are possibilities of him, or there are possibilities of bringing him down to Nigeria, and there are possibilities of not bringing him down to Nigeria. One thing you should know is that in all this, there are rules and laws that are guiding the extradition processes. All right, lawfully, not be the one Kenya do unlawfully. Yes, if you want to do it, lawfully, there are laws that should abide, or there are laws that should be followed on how to do this. And of course, to the glory of God, Finland is a civilized country. So even if this should happen, I'm sure they will all put in consideration those laws. All right, so I'm going to allow you to watch the analysis these lawyers gave about the possibility of bringing him down, or whether if it is possible or it is not possible. So please, I'm going to allow you to watch it. As you're watching it, do not forget to subscribe to this channel, right? Turn on your notification button so you get notified anytime I upload a video. All right, so watch it.
Arrested for is terrorism, this time international terrorism. And the question becomes, is it an issue in which he can be extradited to Nigeria? Nigeria has led the complaint. Terrorism for us all is an international crime. And if it is an international crime, by the Rome Statute, all countries must cooperate in the punishment, in the arrest, punishment, and prevention of terrorism.
All countries, point of correction.
All countries that are all countries that are signatory to the Rome Statute.
124.
Yes, all countries that are signatory to the Rome Statute. And in this case, Nigeria is a signatory to the Rome Statute, and Finland is also a signatory to the Rome Statute. So, under that, he can be tried in Nigeria. He can also be tried even in Finland. Now, the question becomes, should he be extradited? Do we have a, because for you to extradite, usually there should be a bilateral agreement. And from all indication, Nigeria do not have a bilateral agreement with Finland. However, since it's an international crime, he can still be extradited to Nigeria based on the international conventions and the Rome Statute. So, but it's a question of also what will be the conditions? The conditions will now be onerous. Can Nigeria satisfy the requirements of extraditing one to Nigeria without having a bilateral agreement with Finland? So this is where we are. Going into the accusations against him, we are from Nigeria, some of us are from the southeast, and we know that the act of terrorism, which involves instilling fear on civilian population to achieve a political goal, because you must understand what is the meaning of terrorism. Are you using unconventional means to instill fear on citizens in order to achieve a political goal? Once it's there, and especially once there is harm, and once people are dying, then certainly the conditions may have been fulfilled. But like I said, it's only the courts of law, either in Finland or in Nigeria, that can determine that, and it's evidence that will assist us to solve that.
And if it's going to bring peace, the arrest of Simon Ekpa, honestly, what will bring more peace in the southeast, and I say to you as a son of the soil, is the release of Nnamdi Kanu from incarceration. That is what will bring peace in the southeast and most parts of Nigeria. You know why? Because the foundations on which Nnamdi Kanu was stolen was illegally, extraordinarily rendited from Kenya to Nigeria is illegal. And also the fact that certain competent courts of law have stated that Nnamdi Kanu is innocent and should be released also makes him a very sentimental and sensitive matter. So what will bring more peace to the southeast of Nigeria is the immediate release of Nnamdi Kanu, because he was picked up illegally. If Nnamdi Kanu was arrested the way Simon Ekpa is arrested, he goes to the due process of the Kenyan people, and they believe he has to be taken to Nigeria on legal extradition. That's fine, but the foundations is questionable. So the person that will be released to the people of Southeast to bring that peace is Nnamdi Kanu. Coming to Simon Ekpa, I believe everybody has their days in court. Simon Ekpa is not guilty yet until proven guilty by a competent court of law in Nigeria, which there's no court of law that is guilty, or in Finland or anywhere. So I think, first of all, let him go through the process of legal jurisprudence. If he's found guilty, fine. If he's found innocent, release him also. That is what will make the people believe there is justice, not the idea of release somebody by a competent court of law, and by the doorstep of the courthouse, you see a security agency waiting to pick up the person again for reasons best known to them. And in conclusion, sir, the issue of self-determination is something that the European Union believes in. And Finland is a bona fide, complete, permanent member of the European Union. They believe in self-determination. They believe in referendums. They believe in human rights. So when you bring Simon Ekpa to a competent court of law and you lay your charges against him, he also has the right to say, I'm doing this because of A, because of B, and he can now bring his evidences why he's doing what he's doing. It's not left for the court of law to decide if what he's doing is wrong or the way he's doing it is wrong or right. Thank you.
So you have seen it. What do you think? What do you think? Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and turn on your notification button. Drop your comment on the comment section. Very important. All right. So thank you and God bless you.